The Middle East is once again at the center of global attention as tensions intensify across multiple fronts, including Iran, Israel, Lebanon, and major world powers. Developments over the past day point to a rapidly evolving situation marked by military confrontations, diplomatic warnings, and strategic announcements that could have far-reaching consequences for regional stability and international trade. Notably, in a significant move, Iranian lawmaker Ibrahim Azizi announced that Iran is preparing a new system to regulate the passage of ships through the Strait of Hormuz. He stated that mechanism is designed in order to protect Iran's sovereignty, while also ensuring the security of international maritime trade. And under this proposed agreement, only commercial vessels and countries cooperating with Iran would be allowed to benefit, and service fees would be imposed for transit-related operations. The plan also reportedly excludes operators that are linked to US-backed maritime initiatives, signaling a more controlled and conditional approach to one of the world's most critical shipping routes. And adding to regional tensions, advisor to Iran's supreme leader Mohammad issued a stern warning to Kuwait and the United Arab Emirates, stating that Iran's previous restraint should not be interpreted as a permanent position. He accused all these countries of enabling the use of their territories by Iran's adversaries, warning that continued alignment with hostile forces could lead to consequences despite Iran's past efforts in order to maintain regional relations. Meanwhile, conflict continues to escalate in southern Lebanon, where Hezbollah has claimed responsibility for attacks targeting Israel military, bulldozers, and personnel. And according to the group, explosives and rocket fire were used in coordinated strikes along advancing positions near the border area. And despite a recently extended ceasefire agreement, reports indicate that hostilities and retaliatory strikes have not fully subsided, forcing continued displacement of civilians in affected regions. Well, on the international stage, diplomatic exchanges remain tense as Russia's representative, Mikhail, cautioned that any renewed US or Israel military action against Iran would repeat past strategic errors, responding to reports suggesting possible contingency strike planning. And at the same time, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth reaffirmed that the United States is prepared to escalate its military posture if required, underscoring the fragile and unpredictable nature of the current standoff. And in Washington, US President Donald Trump indicated that a potential long-term agreement with Iran could involve suspending its nuclear program for up to 2 decades, reflecting a shift in tone towards extended limitations rather than permanent restrictions. He also warned that US patience is running thin as diplomatic efforts face continued obstacles. China, under President Xi Jinping, has reportedly opposed a US and Bahrain-backed resolution concerning the Strait of Hormuz at the United Nations, describing it as poorly timed and inappropriate, further highlighting divisions among global powers over maritime governance and regional security frameworks. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Ghalibaf also stated that the world is entering a new geopolitical era in which Western dominance is declining and the global South is gaining influence. He suggested that recent regional resistance efforts are accelerating broader global shifts already underway. And on the ground, the situation remains volatile as Israel military operations continue in southern Lebanon despite the extended ceasefire, with reports of airstrikes and shelling leading to renewed displacement of civilians. Meanwhile, claims of significant destruction and casualties in Tehran falling. Earlier strikes continue to circulate, reflecting the ongoing uncertainty and information disputes surrounding the conflict. Well, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has also reiterated that the United States remains the main obstacle to peace in the region, citing a deep lack of trust in Washington's intentions. He also argued that repeated military confrontations have undermined diplomatic efforts and left little room for meaningful negotiations. Well, overall, the development highlights a region under sustained pressure where maritime control in the Strait of Hormuz, nuclear diplomacy, cross-border fighting in Lebanon, and competing global power interests are converging into a highly unstable and rapidly evolving geopolitical crisis. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.